This is Thingtelligence or I.d.i.o.T, no? So, well, let's start with some academic, serious definitions, no? From Garner and Kevin Aston, the creator of I.d.i.o.T. This is about a network, physical objects, contain embedded technology, communicate sense, interact between their internal states and external environment, and also an ecosystem of technologies, monitoring the status, again, physical objects, capturing meaningful data, important, meaningful, communicating that information through IP networks to software applications. Okay. This is the common stuff. But what is the people definition? What people usually think about Internet of Things? Hey Matt, your fridge now you're running out of eggs and you need something to eat. And the fridge itself knows how to buy it for you. So you know what I mean? We are thinking on what the technology can make for the people, not for the technology for itself. Should be this is about the relationship between the objects and the people. And well, my favorite. What is the meaning of I.d.i.o.T? Interconnection, down the immensity of things. But the question is this intelligence? Just put a bunch of things connected and that's all? What do you think about it? I think the sound is not working. Can you check it out, please? Yeah. So, well, different sound for the voice. Well, this is what we call anticipatory computing. We should get to a point in which the things know what we need and take advantage of that and offer what we need before we know we need it. That's the point we should get, okay? So, well, let's dive into the definition. Well, interconnecting. You are telecommunication engineers. I'm not going to tell you nothing about this kind of protocols, but well, keep the idea that it's not about only IP addresses and that kind of things. There are multiple choices, and you have to choose what suits best for the value you can offer to your customers, clients, user, whatever. Okay, you have to think about it. This is now very fancy about the Bluetooth Smart, also known as low energy Bluetooth. This is on the hype right now and making new opportunities for different kind of devices. So we have to put some focus on that. So I stands for interconnecting. D stands for dumb. The intelligent thing is not. Well, we have to think about everything. And everybody knows what is this. This is a platform in Korea. A platform in a subway station. Start the gates to enter into the trains. So people, it's buying, it's making shopping while they are waiting for the train. It's a QR in their smartphone. So every dumb object like a milk case or whatever is connected with RFID tag. And the store is making the shopping for you, and when you get into your home, the delivery man is waiting for you with the shopping in the door. So this is an example of dumb objects can be smart, intelligent, or maybe smart. The other E, immensity. Well, you have seen a lot of numbers about it. This is number from Cisco. 50,000 million of devices in 2020. Well, it could be a problem, but this is not the problem. The problem is that in a family of 4 members, you are the help desk for 50 devices. And in my case, for my father, my father-in-law, and other families around myself. So you're in trouble, guys. And things. The last part of the definition. What is a thing? Well, doing some research, There are 5 features that we can use with our very methodic mind of engineers. It should be identity, interactivity, shadowing, sensitivity, and autonomy. And what is that? Identity. You have to be able to identify in a unique way every single object. Interactivity. Well, every object should be able to connect to something, a network, or whatever, personal network, local network, or an open network. Shadowing. Every object should have a virtual representation that we can use to make software, whatever, about it. Sensitivity. Every object should know about their internal state and, in the best case, external environment conditions. Okay? And finally, autonomy. We shouldn't develop Skynet. Okay? That's the wrong way. Every object is autonomous and should be considered that. Okay? Not depending on a central platform controlling every single object in the world. No, not that way. Okay. Questions? No, questions. And area thing. Now we have some gadgets, sports, sleep tracking, even for medical conditions to track pulse, temperature, blood oxygen. It opens the door to the mobile health, to the autonomous health. People taking care of themselves thanks to the technology and the smart things. And the cyberification, cool word. This is a picture of something put in somebody put in an RFID tag into their bodies. Yeah. There are some tests about it and how can be used to track medical conditions, people that it's really sick. Okay? But the future could go in this direction. Biostamps, flexible circuits to measure heart rate, temperature, perspiration, whatever we need to detect conditions, medical conditions, sooner, and be able to fix it sooner. And well, sorry about this picture. You are going to hate me about that. This is a heart, pericardius, with a flexible circuit. It's like a permanent watcher of your heart. Okay. And the last one, video.
Not being able to sleep through the night. I know that everything is probably okay, but I can't help checking. The rest of the day is downhill.
Are you or is someone you love suffering from mommy brain?
I used to be able to remember entire to-do lists in my head. Now it's enough I can enter a room without forgetting what I came in for. I love being a parent, but I'm exhausted. And, what was I going to say?
Mommy brain is a common condition in parents, caused largely by restless nights and interrupted sleep. Talk to your favorite new parent about Nemo, the smart baby monitor. Nemo's machine washable onesies monitor the respiration, skin temperature, body position, and activity level of infants. The information is sent directly to your smartphone in real time. You can also listen to audio. You can set notifications for any changes. Nemo can also track your baby's sleeping, feeding, and other schedules over time. Easy to set up, safe for baby, and allows parents to rest easy. Side effects of Nemo may include relief from that heavy, anxious feeling in your stomach, clear and accurate information about your infant, waking in the morning feeling refreshed and energized. If you experience any of these symptoms, please carry on. Nemo, the smart baby monitor. Also known to help with dad brain, babysit brain, going back to work brain, and
is an example of value for people. Okay. Something that can solve a real problem. Okay?
Question. There's so many examples of sensors that are monitoring human bodies, but what about radio waves? That there is maybe some health issues, side effects of that. I think it's not still it's not confirmed, or
this is an early stage to know about it. They are working on low frequencies. It's an issue with it. So
until it's not explored completely, I don't think that it will be good to put that on the page.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know what's the word, marcapasos. Something with electrical assistance in your heart. Now it's like a piece of hardware outside, and there is a wire. No?
But if it communicates with Wi-Fi, then it's also on routers. It said they say that you should not put them in, for example, in sleeping rooms. So if this communicates with Wi-Fi, then maybe it's not really helping.
Yeah. Then nowadays we are surrounded by lots of waves and kind of waves. So
It'll say in the future.
Because you can turn off your router, your home, but maybe your neighbor goes to the other side of the wall, have a pretty big router or maybe a huge antenna to connect it. So we don't know. We still don't know. What else? Right now is the moment for Internet of Things that is a subject matter that is being told about 5 or 6 years. Well, there are some planets alignments. All these things, low hardware costs, increased connectivity, open source service-oriented software, cloud computing, and big data. Let's get down. Well, Carlos previously showed Arduino, Raspberry Pi. There are cheap processing machines, very affordable. So the entrance is very low to start testing and doing things. Also the sensors. Same thing, very cheap. And the smartphone is a device everyone wears and knows when, where, what we do, everything about it, everything about us. And it's cheap. Again, with the new Bluetooth chips, $5 is the production cost of these chips. And also the open source software. I think Carlos told about that. The APIs, the frameworks, I don't know if you know I.d.i.o.T, it's a JavaScript software to develop our Arduinos and other kind of hardware. That's it's very low level and pure. Everyone with basic concepts of programming can start with Cylon. It's also part of everything is distributed. You remember the autonomy, one of the features of a connected thing? Well, these frameworks follow that policy, and they are free. So again, it's very easy to get started with it. Another ingredient for the Internet of Things, the cloud computing. Well, this is not new. You can host your services, they are scalable, you can have different servers, you pay as you go, cheap access, and it's very time saving in the hardware maintenance. Imagine when I was a student like you, with 2 or 3 computers in my room, and I have to fight with my mom. We need more space, we need more. No, that's not a problem right now. So it's very cheap to have some servers working for you. But let's deep dive again in cloud computing. There are different ways to use the cloud computing. On the left side, the traditional infrastructure. But you do all the work, you buy all the stuff, you maintain all of them. Something breaks, you have to fix it or buy a new one, replace it. All the work is for you to manage, the blue one. The next step is infrastructure as a service for the providers like Amazon, for instance, provides you the network, the storage, the servers, virtualization, even the operating system, and you do with that machine whatever you want. The next step is platform as a service. Google App Engine, Windows Azure, maybe some terms that you are familiar with. They give you a runtime. This is good because some software development you are saving, but you have to develop with that in mind. So you have some commitments with the platform, and you can do only the things that the platform offers to you. Less work, but the kind of work that it's offered by the platform. And the last one is software as a service, Gmail. The software is done, it's hosted, and you only have to use it and pay for using it. Okay? So both there are. At least we have choices. And the other main ingredient of the Internet of Things is big data. Everybody's talking about big data now. It's the hype. Data is the best. All of them we have to be a data scientist. What is this? Well, my personal opinion is we live in an infoxicated world. Not intoxicated, infoxicated world. Lots of information. And data is not information. And information is not knowledge. In the previous presentation, there was a very good question here. What is the wisdom, or where the wisdom is? Is in the machines, is in the people? Maybe the technology is making us stupid. Well, our work should be converting data, huge amounts of data, in knowledge. That's not easy. We have to filter meaningful data, analyze the tendencies, not specific data, the tendencies, and extract the information. And afterwards, process that information, and to make it knowledge, you have to infer the behavior of the people. That's the knowledge, the behavior. If you understand your customers, your clients, you are in a position that you can offer more value than your competitors. Okay, that's the key. Big data. IBM shows that 4 V's of big data, but my favorite is the 5th, the value. If there is no value for the people, technology per se makes no sense. So, yeah, we have huge volume. You have to manage that huge volume of data. We have variety, different sources, the data. Maybe it's structured or not. Maybe in emails, maybe in WhatsApps, maybe in whatever. We have to process different sources, put it together, analyze, filter, get information, infer behaviors, and then we should maybe, if we are lacking some knowledge. And veracity. Only 1 in 3 CIOs trust their data managers. They don't believe the quality of the data they have. So the value of a data scientist, that people dedicated to analyze data, is assure that the data is quality. And velocity. You can imagine, when you have to process terabytes, millions of records, it's not fast. Well, now we have, see it in the answer. We have the cloud. The cloud is our friend. But we have to use different techniques as engineers to take advantage of the parallel processing and reduce the time to get information from that huge amount of data. And afterward, the value. I'm not going to say anymore. So, how can we make it? Well, the technique is divide and conquer. Your software subjects, you have practice with it, no? Massive parallel computing and the paradigm MapReduce. Do you know what is MapReduce? Maybe some functional programmers here. Yeah. So we have some input data that should be stored somewhere, and our processing software can be done with this paradigm MapReduce. That basically is we have to identify which pieces can run in parallel, in a distributed way, with no interference or dependencies one from another, and put it in different nodes to run in parallel. And afterwards, we got an output. We have to put everything together, the results, and afterwards, we have some query and some business intelligence to get the knowledge, at least to get the information, okay, once it's processed. And some clues about how can we get it done with usually open source platforms. Okay, there are some products here that cover group and different kinds of storage systems. Usually distributed databases, non-relational databases, no SQL. They are more object-oriented, document-oriented, are very efficient at processing huge amount of data or looking for a specific document that are very different to the next document. Usually in the real world, the data is not very structured. You have to manage one record to another record are very different. And I want to introduce a specific architecture in big data to try to get a near real-time information, because we have the challenge of the large amounts of data takes time. But usually the business needs is we want the results right now. We need it faster. So the Lambda architecture has two approaches. These are the input data, and have some systems here. This is the storage and a batch computing that may take time, some hours. They are putting the results in another place. It's called views. And there is another, it's called speed layer, that is processing maybe the last data, the real-time data. But not the data from yesterday, but it's here with the data from the last month. And these are specific processing for the just brand new data that have just reached our system. And there is a merging process that is combining the results of both worlds, real-time and batch processing. And with this kind of approach, we can query data from the last month, the last week, and near real-time. Okay? And afterwards, once we have all of our data processed, we have to try to communicate. We are engineers. Sometimes we are not very good at that. But we have to make an effort to try to communicate to the business what can offer for them, what that information means, why our sales are dropping, or why one business unit is performing better than other. We have to look for the behaviors, the reasons why the things are happening. More talking about the business. Well, I think Carlos in the previous presentation said something about it. The tendency is that the market is growing. It's growing, and a lot of investment here, trillions in dollars, and there are different parts: structure, security, gadgets, things, appliances, the technology, the software, and wearables. even we remove the wearables from the equation, it's still a huge market. But yeah, there are different parts of the pie that all of them are growing. And there is an opportunity for us as engineers to get specialized in some of these parts. This Cisco report, lots of trillions of dollars are going to be invested in the next 10 years in different sectors, public, energy, healthcare, especially, well, the cars is not going to grow very fast. At least everybody's saying that. But the business and manufacturing has an opportunity to automatize a lot of things that they are not doing right now. And this is a book, well, actually there are 3 books with the same title. Why smart people do stupid things. And this is a doctoral thesis. So people are studying stupidity. And sometimes people think that the Internet of Things is just put a screen, it's cool, putting a screen, better a touch screen, and put a Wi-Fi connection, other networks are optional. Spend a lot of money in hardware to make it work in high condition, of course, and call it smart something. You are done. You are now in the Internet of Things, and now you have some smart thing. Okay, good. So what do you get? You have a $4,000 fridge, a touch screen, okay. Really okay. Configurable components. Cooler, water, okay. Wow. And a washer dryer for $1,600. So, do you think people need it? Need that? The difference of the price, it's value for the money? Not at all. For me, it's a dumb thing. Oh, this is awesome. I'm sorry, it's important.
A frase avisa quando é hora de trocar. Um sensor que interrompe a umidade dentro da fralda e manda o filho da mãe sempre que eu faço xixi. Através de um app, ela sabe se está na hora de me trocar. Quantas fraldas eu já usei? Quantas crianças já assistiam? E podem ser compradas e recebidas em casa, com um simples toque de botão. Monitora, organiza e compra online para a mais tranquilidade das mamães e dos papais.
Okay. So it is saying that the mommies, it's more dedicated to Twitter instead of their babies. Okay, I think that we should think about what is the smartness recipe. 3 points. Give value for the money. Okay? We have to do something better or at a lower cost, or something different. Solve a real problem or improve something that people need. Be creative. Please, don't copy. Invent something or improve it. Okay? Yeah, I know some of you are going to do that. And avoid the screens, please. You already have a screen, all of you. So the smartphone should be the central point to control everything. Okay. One screen to all them all. And what's happening out there? I'm going to show you real cases, okay? Internet of Things in the real world. So real businesses. And the smart lights. Samsung and LG are developing its Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, I guess, smart bulbs that you can turn on and off on your smartphone. And you can have some added value You are away from your home, vacation or whatever, visiting Madrid, and you forget all of it. I turn all of them off, and maybe some theft surrounding my house. Well, I can program in my smartphone that the lights can be turned on at 9 a.m. in the morning, turned off at 12, or just to see that, well, something is in here. I'm not going to install something. So it's an added value, security mode, no? We can program, we can do things with it. Well, I think the price is, don't remember, $50 or $60, it's expensive, okay? Well, but at least there are a different value. But my favorite is the AirPod, because they have speakers. And these speakers can be configured with the music you are listening to. So you can, well, convert your living room a discotheque or something very easy. But maybe it's not for all your home, but for some living rooms, or, well, these are $69. Even you can program if it has a microphone, I guess. If there is a incoming phone call, blink. So for deaf people, for instance, I.d.i.o.T.
The phones we carry around are pretty smart, but they could be a lot smarter. For example, they can connect to a server in another part of the world, but they have no idea that you're in a kitchen, in a conference room, or shopping at your favorite retail store. They lack micro-location context, but now that's changed with I.d.i.o.T beacons. They use new Bluetooth smart technology, supported by all major mobile platforms, including the recently announced iOS 7 with iBeacons. But anywhere in the physical world, they broadcast context and location to all compatible phones and smart devices in range. Phones can now automatically pick up the signal and trigger contextual actions designed by business owners. Customers can enjoy a seamless experience with more information about the products that interest them. Photos, videos, reviews, personalized pricing, and even social updates. As they browse through the store, their phones will transition from one item to the next, based on their proximity to the displays, enhancing the shopping experience every step of the way. Also, business owners can now benefit from quantitative location data on visits and customer feedback. Better for business and a better experience for shoppers. Smart Retail Solutions by I.d.i.o.T. Pre-order now at I.d.i.o.T.com.
This is about the geofencing, indoors location, and there could be lots of uses. Imagine for blind people, vibration on your smartphone regarding a place that you don't know. This could be a help. Another one, I don't know. Is $175 to $275 if you don't think about money. Half a year to do. New sensors. We got an award in the last Consumer Electronics Symposium in Vegas last year, best Internet of Things product. You can get two for $235. Okay. Fast, the humidity, the temperature, quality of the air, that kind of things to make you comfortable. Oh, this is awesome. This is my idea.
Hi, I'm Ben. This is the Egg Minder. This is one of the first products we did with our friends at I.d.i.o.T. It's a very simple product, but it's absolutely amazing. It's an egg tray that goes in your fridge and holds eggs. There's actually 14 of them. And it actually keeps track of how many eggs you have at any given time. So let's say you're at the market and you want to know, well, do I need eggs or not? You just look at your phone, you look at the app, and it says, yeah, you need eggs. But the best feature, I think, is most cool. There's little LEDs next to each egg. And it tells you what the oldest egg is. And you just sort of take it, and you see the next LED pops on, tells you that's the next oldest egg. Yep. And then you go, and then bam, pick up some eggs. Very simple. The first of a long line of GE Quirky products that are coming out, and a very wonderful one. Go ahead and invent your own GE and Quirky products at quirky.com/GE.
I don't want to give it this planet.
Next, maybe the most famous. $249. I think Google bought this company. Apple. I thought it was Google. Okay. Oh, Canary, another one. $200.
Meet Canary, the world's first smart home security device for everyone. Canary is truly the world's first consumer security product. It's designed to completely simplify your connection to your home. Most of us either have no security in our homes, or if we do have security, we never turn it on. It's because security today is either way too complicated, too expensive, or in most cases, both. Our team came together with one clear mission: change the way we think about security and connectivity in our homes, and make something that's affordable and intuitive for anyone.
What kind of experience can we create for people? So the experience is driving the product. The technology enables it.
What we created is Canary. It's an impressive little device that contains the perfect combination of sensors to make your home smarter and safer. An HD camera, high-quality microphone, temperature, night vision, motion detection, and more.
We designed Canary to be as simple as possible. Literally, you just plug it in and it works. The device intelligently analyzes sensor data and sends you alerts when something doesn't seem right, empowering you to take action. When you're traveling, Canary makes it easy for you to check in and ensure that your family and your pets and your belongings are safe. Canary turns your home into a quantified home, because the more you measure, the more you learn, the better you can improve and respond. Whether you put Canary in a nursery in your home, or to watch over your pets, or in your office, being there now is a luxury we can't always afford, until now.
We've been working on our prototypes for over a year and need your support to cover too many manufacturing costs so we can bring Canary to market. We want to help everyone be connected to their homes and protect the people, pets, and things they care about the most. So join us.
They asked $100,000 in a crowdfunding platform. They got 2.5 million in a month. So good ideas, value for the people, are supported. Tile. Do you know Tile? Very good. Good stuff.
This is Tile. Tile helps you find things. Anything. Stick it to your laptop and worry less. Attach it to your keys and never be late. Drop it in your purse and you're good to go. It works very simply. Finding things with Tile is easy. Through the Tile app on your phone, you can track distance to your lost item. The app shows you as you get closer. And Tile has other features too. You can log into your Tile account on anyone's smartphone to search for your items. And you can also activate a Tile to ring so you can find it by sound. Tile is affordable, and it's tiny. You can even securely share tiles with others using our cloud-based platform, which is great for families. No matter who owns the car last, the keys can always be found.
$20 each.
If your bike goes missing, you can mark it as a lost item. There's all other Tile apps on the lookout for your tile. If any Tile user gets within range of your bike, your phone will discreetly and securely communicate with our cloud system, and you'll be sent a notification of your bike's whereabouts. Let Tile find the small things, so you can find the big ones.
Okay, after a bunch of videos of real cool things that are developing out there, what's next? Now we have proprietary solutions. There are specific solutions that heterogeneous technologies, very different one from another, and they don't talk to each other. There is no HTML from the Internet of Things. There is not a common language. They are not XML or JSON or common languages that now put together different technologies. We are in a very early stage of this thing. So it's immature. But there is a first effort to standardize all of this. A common language and an open source initiative that was the winner of the Internet of All Things Awards last year. And it is called All-Join. I'm going to show you the last video, I think, about All-Join and this effort to try to standardize. Qualcomm is a private company.
Hi, my name is
effort in this open source.
Is growing. Everything from mobile phones to tablets to even smart TVs in our homes today. Our homes are getting smarter too. We've got washing machines and dryers and refrigerators that are now Wi-Fi enabled, and soon you're going to see even smaller devices, thermostats, coffee makers, crock pots, even curling irons that are Wi-Fi enabled. But all of these devices have different hardware capabilities and they have different operating systems. What I want is one way for them to communicate to me and one way for them to communicate to each other. So I'm going to introduce you to the All-Join Notification Service. It's compact and lightweight. It's open source. It supports multiple operating systems, everything from Android, iOS, Windows, all the way down to very compact, lightweight, real-time operating systems. Anything like this coffee maker and the thermostat can run low memory, an All-Join Thin client, along with the notification service. So let me show you how the All-Join notification service works. We have a Wi-Fi enabled coffee maker. We have a smart television. We have a tablet running Windows RT, and we also have a smartphone running Android. What I'm going to show you today is how this coffee maker is going to talk to me through all three of those devices and tell me that it's brewed a cup of coffee. So what I have here is a smartphone using our All-Join dashboard application. And earlier today, I added this Wi-Fi coffee maker to my home network. So in this case, the app says that the coffee pot here can brew regular coffee, or it can brew strong coffee. I like to brew a cup of strong, so I'm going to change that to strong. And because I want to show you this demo right now, instead of setting an alarm to brew the coffee later, I'm going to brew it right now. So I click the Brew Now button. You'll see that it's brewing here. And on the coffee pot, it's now brewing a strong cup of coffee. And when it's done brewing the cup of coffee, it's actually going to put up a small notification that says that my strong brew cup of coffee, there it is ready. Not only did it do that on this device, but it also did it on the Windows tablet that I have down here, and also on the smart TV in my bedroom. Maybe I want to set my thermostat every morning to turn the heater on at 6 a.m. This thermostat can also send a notification out to my television when the desired temperature has been reached. So you can see here it says heater turned on. Not only does it send a notification here, but to my smart TV as well. Now in the morning, I know the heater's on, it's warm, my coffee's ready because it's been brewed. Now if I could just find a service that would tell me when the kids are up and out of bed, I'd be all set. Maybe we have something for that too. It's called the All Joint Control Service. Stay tuned and we'll tell you more about that.
Okay, and well, just for finishing the presentation, well, as you already know, I work in MediaNet software, and we work in 3 different countries. We have 19 years of experience doing that kind of things. Now we're very focused on, well, Internet of Things projects, but any kind of project. We are working with I.d.i.o.T, with Google Glass, with mobile projects, and so on. And these are our lines of innovation: wearables, and applications, mobile health, gamification, big data. If you have interest of working with us, just enter. We are looking for people who are working with Android, iOS, and enter in our webpage and drop a line for us. And that's all. Thank you very much.